How about this story, Will? Thief steals phone thinking it's a OnePlus 9 Pro, discovers that it's not, decides to return it to the victim.
Not good enough.
Imagine that your phone's not good enough to be stolen. It's quite rude. Although, at the same time, you're conflicted because you're like, that's rude, man. My phone's still good.
Yeah, hey.
But then at the same time, you're like, thanks for bringing it back, though. If I had a better phone, it would be gone right now.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't want to have that good phone because it's riskier.
Which phone was it?
I think it was an older OnePlus model. So this story started as a tweet, as many stories do. It was from Twitter user Debayan Roy. Little numb as I write this, Sector 52, Noida Metro. That's the location where this happened. A fellow with a black mask snatches my phone while I was messaging. I run. He turns back, runs towards me, says this is not a OnePlus 9 Pro, drops it on the floor and runs again. Hashtag what was this? So I don't know. I'm sure somebody must have asked him which model it actually was. Somebody is going conspiratorial saying that it was a marketing stunt. Wow. I mean, you never know what's going on these days, but.
Well, I guess this guy won't be upgrading anytime soon. He's like, oh, this phone did me well.
Isn't that an interesting thought, though, that in a way, I don't realize this is a very fringe case, but he was better served. Let's assume that this story is true. He was better served in that moment by his subpar phone than he would have been by his premium phone. That's very, very strange.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Are these thefts rampant? Is this a real concern for people? I guess it does happen. I remember once upon a time when there was, I think it was the mayor of New York, I don't know who it was at the time, but was warning people not to wear their white Apple headphones back when iPods and early iPhones were popping off, saying, I mean, they saw a huge uptick in theft because it was so easy to tell when a person had an expensive device because nothing else had white earbuds at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Only expensive phones and iPods. Mm-hmm. And so they saw this big uptick and it was like, hey, highly recommend you swap those out for just regular black ones if you don't want to get stuck up. But it is interesting, that intersection there, Will. The more exclusive the device you get in order to experience the premium thing, potentially the more risk involved in interacting with it. Because it applies to everybody else that, you know.
Does it apply to everything? Like not only theft, but maybe vandalism? Because expensive cars
are more likely to be vandalized?
Yeah, maybe keyed.
I don't know.
Kicked.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. It's pretty pleasant around here.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think as far as us weighing in on this, you know, it's pretty pleasant around here. Mm-hmm. Did you ever get robbed?
No.
You got to think about that, though.
No, my house has been robbed.
That's right.
Yeah, but not me personally when I'm walking down the street.
That's right. You do have a story.
Yeah.
Slightly different neighborhood, not around a corner. Mm-hmm. Can happen anywhere.
Yeah. On a main street.
But see,
I would just say that.
This is one of those things where you kind of have a blind spot in a particular category until it happens to you. And even this guy, where it sounds kind of funny, right? And it's an article and everything. You can see the first line, little numb as I write this. I mean, that's a shock factor when something like that happens to you. And it's not just, it's the violation of the thing. And it's also the fact that the threat. I'm sure for him in that moment, it's like, damn, he got my phone. But at the same time, it's also like, well, what's this person willing to do if they're at a point where they're just snatching phones? It's a tough experience, but it does have a funny twist to it in the fact that he gets it back because it's not a OnePlus 9 Pro.
Yeah.
which is what the guy was looking for.
Mhm.
But you got to imagine also, Will, and this is the last piece I'm going to put on it. There is some relationship between the cost of the thing and like how much work you would have to do in a particular place to buy it, right? If like a OnePlus 9 Pro is $1,000 in India, that's a lot of money. I'm not justifying it, by the way. I'm just saying it's something to think about. It is also relative to, like, if everybody has an iPhone already around you, there's less incentive to try to. You see where I'm going here?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, this guy, the thief, probably wanted to just sell it immediately.
For sure.
Knowing the worth
knowing the
of
worth,
the new phone.
knowing the value.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it on that secondary market
Yeah.
along with a stack of GPUs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a real story or not, but anyway, if that was cool. Well, not cool, but